baby, baby. Watch yourself right here.
Now, this is the fellow you was with there. A while you know him, that's Buddy. I started him off. The first blues record he made, in fact, the first record he made, and almost the last one, I either wrote it, introduced it, or produced it. Now, speaking of blues, Sonny Boy Williamson, he was one of the real great blues artists.
Composer, musician, publisher, producer, and friend of all the blues men is Willie Dixon. His place is sort of a blues headquarters, located not very far from Club Teresa.
Which is Little Milton to the blues. And Little Milton today is one of the best blues artists you have ever heard. Now, the blues are everywhere. The blues are all over the world. And they are continuously traveling all the time, because you take like Eddie Boyd here. Eddie Boyd is in Switzerland right now. And Memphis Slim is in Paris, France. Well, one of the reasons I'm in Chicago is because I happen to be running a blues factory. Why? And I produce the blues. We make the blues from the ground up. It's impossible for me to tell you how many recordings I've made with various artists and how many artists I've made them with, because it runs into the hundreds. And just like songs, altogether I've wrote more than 500 tunes for the blues. Jelly, jelly jam, jelly, jelly jam. A cute little ditty, baby, when you do the jelly jam. Now there's Big Bill Hill up there at the top. He was known as one of the best blues DJs in this part, because he introduced blues everywhere he goes, even up until now.
Buy furniture three ways. You can use our easy layaway plan, or buy for no money down, or buy for cash, save 25% off.
Well, you don't have to jump all up and down. You grab you a partner and go to town and then the jelly. Yes, jelly. When it's a cute little ditty, baby, when you do the jelly jam. You put a little shake in your shoulder. You put a little hump in your back. You stop smack dab in the middle, man. Shake the sack, or really act in your jelly. Yeah, jelly. Well, it's a cute little ditty, baby, when you do the jelly jam. Oh, I got into music in middle 30s. Well, at the time, I was also fighting, and I quit fighting because I started playing the bass fiddle, and I found out the bass didn't fight back. You put a little shake in your shoulder. You put a little hump in your back. Stop smack dab in the shake a sack, but really acting you jelly. Yes, you jelly. Well, it's a cute little ditty, baby, when you do the jelly jam.
Gotta smile and say I hope you're feeling better, baby, and close the love the way I used to do. Gonna sit back down like myself a little hole, baby. Make believe it can, gonna make believe it can, and make believe it came from you. Gotta smile and say I hope that you're feeling better, Bobby. And close the love the way I used to do. Gonna sit back down like myself a little bit and make believe that it came. I'm gonna believe that it came and make believe it came from you and make believe it came from you.
Big Boy Crudup is considered one of the creators of rock and roll. Since he has been playing it for more than 30 years, he has conserved his old blues style purity in spite of being in the midst of the electronic generation.
I was standing at the Greyhound bus station when my baby got on board. Yeah, standing at the Greyhound bus station when my baby got on board. You know I was begging her not to leave me.
with the church? Well, I always did because I found no separation in it. I can express myself in the blues a little better than I can in spiritual songs because I don't look forward to a supreme thing. I'm talking to an individual. Heaven is across the street for me. If it's a little better house over there, that's why I want to move. I'm not going to die to go to heaven to get milk and honey because I can go over there and get it right over there. And so I don't live like that. I have to die to wait to get something good. I want it now. Yeah, I got a song that's called The 4 Words, 5-Letter Blues. It's going to be an up-tempo. No, but I very seldom do it, so I'm going to do it for you.
Okay.
They call it L-O-V-E-R. They call it L-O-V-E-R.
Some people call me the lover. They say I take my time. Some call me M-O-N-E-Y. They say I'm M-O-N-E-Y. Some people call me money, 'cause I've always got mine. They call me C-R-A-Z-Y. They call me C-R-A-Z-Y. Some people call me crazy just because I understand. They say I'm the D-E-V-I-L. Say I'm the D-E-V-I-L. Some people say I'm the devil because the devil is a busy man. Why, Brownie? But I'm a lover with some money. I'm crazy as the devil. Any place, anywhere, anytime. I'm a lover with some money. I'm crazy as the devil. And women are not hard to find. I'll record that someday.
What was your life?
I was a victim of polio at 5. 6 years old, my mother and father separated. Haven't seen her since. I was raised with the father under different women. And I got a high school education, but I struggled hard to get it. I had financial difficulties. Being from a broken home, why, that was, didn't seem to rub off on me. Nothing happened in my life that made me look back. What made my mother and father separate never worried me. It must have been some problem. That was blues right there. Mother had him, my daddy had him one. So they both had it.
My life? My father and mother, they stayed together till both of them died and everything. I wasn't quite that tough, but I had it pretty tough coming up in my days. I had when I was 11 years old, I had bad luck in one of my eyes. When I was 16, I had bad luck in the other.
How did that happen?
Huh?
How did it happen?
And when I was 16, a little boy about 5 years old hit me and just playing with him, So I can see a little out of my left eye. Like the lights and everything, In the street, I go all by myself.
In every song that I sing, you'll find some protest in it. It's not full of protest, but one chorus in there will be the punchline. Why was I treated this way? Why did I have to undergo such hardships when everybody else was living on an easy street? And that's what the blues... Well, most of the blues, basically, you'll find whiskey, women, and money involved. But me, as an individual, I use those 3 cliches because they're the most the important things in life. Whiskey, women, and money. If you've never dealt with them, you've never lived. But I use them as crutches sometimes because it takes me on a lead of what I'm wanting to say. Everybody thinks I'm talking about a woman when I'm singing about a woman, but it's not a woman all the time. And when I'm talking about money, it's not money all the time.
My baby done changed the lock on the door. My baby done changed, well, she done changed the lock on the door. Well, she said that key you got finance, woo, won't fit this old lock no more.
About 10:30. I tried to get the key in the lock, and I couldn't get it in, cause the woman done changed. Well, she done changed the lock on the door. Well, she said, the key you got, buddy, woo, won't fit this no longer more. Well, you know, I was all out there by myself and couldn't even get in my house, you know. I want to let y'all know I can see a little bit, but that night I couldn't see at all. It was so dark out there, you know. I had a friend live next door, so he heard me over there and he come over there, you know. And this is what he said. He said, hey, Sonny, what you doing out here, man? I said, man, I can't get in my house. He said, what you mean you can't get in your own house? I said, my old lady changed the lock on the door, fool. He said, it's too bad for you, buddy. I said, man, go ahead and tell me something make me feel good. He said, everything I tell you, man, you ain't gonna feel good on it. I said, go ahead and tell me one of them bad on them. I can't feel no bad in them feeling, man. And this what the fool said. He said, go around, man, and peep in that window and see who else she got in there. I went on around there and I did that too. I walked around to my window to see what I could see. She hugged and kissed another man, and I know it won't me, cause she done changed me. Well, she done changed that lock on the door. Well, she said, that key you got, Terry, woo, won't fit this on the moon. Woo.
And I hope you're satisfied. Oh, it's so hard trying to keep my head up now. Hey, when people pulling me down on every side, on every side. I can say I'm a lot of money. Way back from 1956. Now how can I owe him anything? Hey, when somebody pulling you down on every side, on every side.
B.B. King is the idol of the new generation. His preacher style of blues singing has attracted not only the following of young ghetto blacks, but thousands of young white fans. For example, here at Santa Barbara College in California.
Get them ready for the road, as musicians and entertainers normally are, man, because it's not easy.
All of your affection is gone, baby, and your love is growing cold. I say all of your affection is gone, baby, and your love is growing cold. Yeah, but I've got a new story to tell you this evening, baby. One that ain't never been told. I went to work the other day, but I thought that I'd double back. And that car I saw sitting in the front of my door, it looked like a brand new Cadillac. And I ain't got now, baby. I believe his word. I believe his word. And everything's all right.
Place called Itabena, near Itabena, Mississippi, between Itabena, that is, and Indianola. And I used to sing spirituals. But I noticed that when people would ask me to sing spiritual songs, they usually would thank me and was very kind to me. But usually if a guy asked me to sing blues, usually had a very fine tip waiting for me. And I guess even though I was a church member and very active in church, and the spiritual world, that is, I was a little bit hypocritical because I would take a drink ever so often. I found that on some Saturday evenings after working on the plantation all week, I would make more money just singing on the street corners than I had all week working on the plantation. So all that helped me to really make up my mind to really be into this category. Then later on, I got a job as a disc jockey. From there on, I started recording. After my 9th record, I had a hit record called 3 O'Clock Blues. And from that time until now, I've made well over 300 records. I guess as a plowboy, I was something like, they use the word today, a very super farm hand. According to statistics, a guy, they tell me, walks on an average of about 5 miles per hour. And following a mule on the plantation, sometimes you maybe walk just a little bit faster. But even at 5 miles per hour, working 12 hours a day, which is about 60 miles a day, about 6 days a week, and you would do that about 6 months out of the year, which would run up in the thousands of miles. So I would think in 16 years of doing that, I've walked practically around the world, just following a mule. All of that made me ready for today, because I learned that hard work then didn't hurt me, and it kind of prepared me for hard work today. A black blues singer trying to get people to listen to blues.
Take one of my women, give my partner one. Brown skin woman, she can get anything I got. Brown skin woman, she can get anything I got. And a jet black woman can go in my horse lot. C.C. Rider. That's played in the C chord. And if you want to get a little whiff on what they're playing it in now, I'll show you what they're playing it in now. See what you done done. Rock and roll style. See what you done.
Mance Lipscomb is 77 years old. He has not had such a turbulent life as his blues contemporaries. He has refused to migrate to the big cities and has preferred to remain in the simplicity of rural Texas countryside.
Don't find my lover, ain't coming back to call. That's the same song, but it's a different chord, the way it's played in the late style now. Well, I sit here and get to thinking and try to, play this guitar and think back and where I've been and what I want to do and how I live. All that come across my mind, and I get tired and go to bed.
A lot of people want to know, or they ask me why they think that the reoccurrence of the blues has really begun, and I think it started from the British musicians, the young British groups that have re-imported blues back into America, and the white youth started to do research on it, and of course a lot of these fine musicians have mentioned the fact that they learned how to play from a lot of the black blues singers.
Well, now, you take my music will never die. I'll tell you why, because I invented this music way back in, I was 14 years old, somewhere along in 1911 or 12, and I just increased as I hear different records playing, different people sing, and I can write my songs by my ear. I don't write it by, writing, or a poem all my life, or a sharecropper. You waiting for a man on the phone. That's what they call a sharecropper. Then if you make 2 bales of cotton, that'll pay for you indebtedness. And one of them bales of cotton would go to the landowner free. You wasn't gonna get no money, but they said you get half of what you make. That's what you call a sharecropper. Rock me, baby, rock me every day. Rock me, baby, rock me every day. Rock me, baby, till I fade away. See me coming, get your rocking chair. See me coming, get your rocking station. You know, stranger, you used to live right here. Rock me, baby, till the hair right on my head. Rock me till the hair right on my head. Rock me, baby, till I wish I did. Blues is a feeling. It's like you wake up in the morning, like you sitting here, and this is in the evening, and you have something run across your mind, and it worry you. You understand?
Absolutely.
Something you want to do, it worry you. You can't do it. You ain't got no money, and you want to go someplace, and you ain't got clothes to wear, something like that. But you know, real show enough blues is when your sweetheart quits you. You can't get her back.
Jack, how you doing? All right. I was trying to find who leads.
Slavery time was they declared war. That is, I believe somewhere about 70 or 80 years ago. You know, when they broke the Civil War, you know, extended, and they called the people was free. Well, then they wasn't free. It just began to get sort of free now. I look for all my boys, I always keep in here. Every time I look at it, I have a problem still all night long, all night long, all night long. While she are sleeping, when she dreaming of a honey boy. Mama don't lie me to kiss these boys, neither do I try. Every time I get a chance, I kiss boys on the fly all night long, all night long, all night long. While she sure kissing, when she kissing on a honey boy. Mama don't lie me to kiss these boys, neither do I try. Every time I get a chance, I kiss boys on the fly all day long, all day long, all day long. While she are kissing, kissing on a honey boy. I wouldn't marry a nappy-headed girl, tell you the reason why. Every time she comes ahead and knocks her again a fly all day long. Yeah, we like that man. What you pay for that picture, wife? $17. Well, we bought that, because we wanted to remember him. He was killed because they wanted him to get out of obligation. In other words, he was too straight for them. They don't want a president if they don't go their way. The rich fellas, they put him out of obligation. See somebody or some fella ain't worth 15 cents to get him out the way.
Togetherness is where it's at. I think I'll repeat that. I said togetherness is where it's at. So I want to see this evening how closely you are together by the beat of your hand right here with me, if you will, please. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. We're going to sing it again. And if you feel like it, join in with us. Those songs make you feel so much better sometimes. At least it does me. If you're with the idea, repeat after me. All I want, just a little bit of love. All I want, just a little bit of love. All I
life can be came for one day. Just remember that sunshine, always follow the rain. Wrap your troubles in dream, man. Dream your troubles away now. Cast away from you, after all, life is the fun of it away. No need of rolling, no need of grumbling. Life can be came for one day. Just remember that sunshine that always follow the rain. You're gonna wrap your troubles in dream and dream all of your troubles away. And dream all your troubles away.
Here, as in many of the penitentiaries, the inmates are mostly black. The minority has become the majority in prison.
I beg your pardon?
When are you leaving here?
Oh, I'm leaving here January 10th, which will be coming up pretty soon. I'm pretty happy about the idea.
Yes.
Well, I've been here for 4 months now, which is 4 months too long, actually.
Yes. How come did you come here?
Well, I'm here, say for taking things that don't belong to me. We'll call it a 20th century Robin Hood.
I was born in Birmingham, Alabama, and I came to New York when I was about 16 years old, go to school, to get an advanced education more than I would be able to get in the South. My father was a spiritual teacher, music teacher, and he taught a cappella for 50 years, you know. So I had a musical background. But later on in life, I went to experiment in drugs. That was my downfall, you know. And I've been arrested numerous times, repetitiously, all relating to drugs. And this is, now that I'm 44, and I'm finishing up serving a year. You know, I've decided to leave it alone, and I'm going to try to go back in the music business. I once had a 9-piece band, of my own, also a 7-piece.
away. I wonder what made Grandpa, oh love, oh Grandma so. I guess Grandma can do the thing she did 50 long years ago. Tell me what made Grandpa, oh love, oh Grandma so. I guess Grandpa can do all the things he did 50 long years ago.
For more than 50 years, the music of these people has been a way, sometimes the only way, for them to escape from the ghetto.